Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Well. I know y'all been seeing what's been going on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Man, what the hell? We got people leaking addresses. We got folks making videos. Well, I must say it's all some bullshit. First things first. Liv. I do believe that Liv is wrong for leaking Ming's address. She's wrong for that. No matter what type of beef her and Ming got going on, keep it to where you keeping each other safe, so to speak, because you wouldn't want no one to bring the drama to your doorstep. I think it was wrong. I'm not the only person that thought it was wrong, but for someone to say, hey, whatever, pop it up 5 minutes or 5 seconds, it only take just 1 second for somebody to screenshot and there go being passed around. So I think that was wrong within itself. No matter what type of beef they got going on, ain't no way that her address should have got out there, or her location, because her actual address didn't get out there, but where she stays at did. And from my understanding, because I don't really watch a whole lot of Ming's videos, but she got some, her transportation is easy to spot. I'm gonna say that. But it's bad. It's bad, y'all. It's really bad. Liv is, to me, which is my opinion, to me, Liv is making it seem like she don't get why people are talking about her, basically. She feels that, and in her defense, she keeps thinking that, oh, I paid this money for this house. That house was mine. Okay. My thing is, the house was never yours, and you kept saying this was my house. I bought it. No matter what, on how much you put down on that house, you were supposed to stay there. That way, the money that was invested, I'm only speculating, I do not know the real, but the money that was invested, it would have went towards the down payment for a rent to own property. Because you did say that. You said you can either rent it or rent to own it. And that's what you were doing. You were renting to own it, which it still ain't no bad thing. That is nothing bad about renting to own. Nothing. I don't see why, she thought or she felt embarrassed by the fact that she was renting to own. She didn't even have to tell nobody she was renting to own. Like, hey, y'all, I done moved up. We are in a house. It is what it is. Now, my thoughts is that when Gerard left, she couldn't afford where she was at. And us as women, we love our men. No matter what crazy shit that they may have done or doing or whatever, we love our men. she may be feeling some type of way or whatever, but she's gonna do what she gotta do to get her man back. So she she packed up her shit and she's headed to where he's at. So she feeling some type of way from this. She feeling some type of way. I'm back, y'all. Had to take a little pause break. Kids knocking at the door. Had to see what was up because they wouldn't stop knocking. If you've got kids, you already know. They knock, knock, knock until you finally answer the daggone door. But I'm back. And to talk about what I left off on was dealing with her basically picking up where she left off. Me picking up where I left off, I should say. That she was basically moving to follow where he went to. Because it doesn't make sense on how she says this was her house, right? So she say this was her house. Her house, but she moved out of it and it was right back on the market in somebody else's name. So you got to make it make sense. It's her house, but her house is on the market in somebody else's name, and we can contact the realtor and decide if we want to rent or rent to own it. Sis, it wasn't your house. You were renting to own. So does that mean, does anybody know, like if you do a rent to own situation, do you necessarily have to put that amount of money that she said she put down? And if you don't stay the 12 months, do you lose that money? Because that's my only thing. Like you stayed there for a couple of months and then you left. You left. I would clearly understand that if you left and you followed your husband. Women do some crazy shit for a man. But for you to continue to be on here to bash this man, saying he ain't this, he ain't that, but clearly you may be following this man wherever he's at. So don't get on here saying this man ain't this man ain't that, and you following this man because you think he's everything. I'm lost. I'm real lost and confused at this moment because I'm just trying to figure out, why do you feel that everybody need to stop talking about you? Don't nobody know nothing. You're right. You don't have to tell nobody what you got going on. You don't. That's your business to tell, but it was in the same breath, you told us your business. You've been telling us your business. You say your man ain't it. You know, I'm moving into this. Now I'm moving out of that. What is it? You can't sit here and say, I can tell y'all whatever I want y'all to know. Y'all need to quit talking about what y'all think y'all know. But you putting it out there and you making us believe what we want to believe. And my assumptions only, is that you following that man. You couldn't stay there. You know, be it as it may that you may not could have afforded the house, but in that same breath, you did say it was my house, right? Somebody that says mine, meaning that you could take care of everything in that house. So maybe he felt that when you said it was mine. He felt that. Whatever else that you all may have been going through behind closed doors that we did not see, people get tired. People get tired of you disrespecting them, belittling them, not stepping up and acknowledging the fact that they're there and they're willing to do the little things. It's always the little things. It's always the little things. You didn't appreciate the fact that this man was around. And be it as it may, you could be fooling us all. He could be knowing all about what's going on like he did once before, just to play on in to your narrative. Which is all fine and dandy. I get it, But at the end of the day, how could he want to continue to deal with somebody that fake want to make it seem like you ain't there, and I gotta hear you bash me? Yeah, no, that ain't happening. You're not about to sit here and dog me out, and I'm sitting right next to you listening to this, and you think that we gonna be cool. You start to feel some type of way. I would have felt all types of way, like, dang, she really going in on me like this? You did this to yourself. Even if you decided to tell us, because I don't see nothing wrong with you renting to own. I don't see nothing wrong with that. To me, you moved up. You was in an apartment, then you moved to a house. Wouldn't nobody that watched you would have thought any less of you because you're renting to own the house that you are currently living in, or you were currently living in. Well, nobody thought less of you. That's a come up. That's a come up. And for you to sit there and say what you say, keep saying that it's my house. It was not your house. You were renting it. Renting to own is not yours. Just because you claim that you put down this amount of dollars don't mean that it's yours in the end. If you ain't stay there the amount of time you were supposed to stay there, which I believe that's how renting to own works. Yeah, that house ain't yours. And I don't know if you lose out on money. So if anybody that watches my video can explain how does rent to own work, do you have to put that much money down if you're renting to own? If you leave, do you get the money back or do you lose it? And if you leave before the time expired, is there a penalty and do you have to pay more money? Because if anything, if you were wanting to rent to own and you just wanted to get a feel of the house for a couple of months, you definitely wouldn't have put that much money down. You would have put down the bare minimum that you possibly could, or talk to somebody before you made that decision into moving into that house. You don't want to put yourself in a situation that is going to hurt you in the end. I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to sit there and put myself in a situation to lose out on a lot of money that that I put down or whatever, and me and my family will not benefit from this. But hey, to each his own. I don't think you get it. It's not the fact that you moved out of your house or moved out of that house. It's the fact that you lied about saying that it belonged to you. That's where I got a problem with. You saying that this was all my house. I put down the money, the down payment for the house. This house belongs to me. Not we, to me. Let's not forget to mention that. But you said this house is all mine. I did that. I put this amount of money down. I made this happen. Only to say, so, y'all don't know my story. Y'all don't know what I went through. Y'all don't know what I did to do what I had to do to get out, Y'all don't know what happened. No, I know what happened. Your hubby left. So you about to go and chase after the man. You want to go chase after him. Because if you're in the same state he left and went to, you chasing after the man. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. For better or for worse, right? For better or for worse. For richer or for poor. Till death do you part. Well, I guess we shall see. We shall see. But until next time, y'all, if you haven't already, I'm about to end this video right now. Have it. Subscribe. If you like what you see, thumbs up the video. And if you got anything to say, go ahead and leave me a comment below. I appreciate everybody that have subscribed. Any comment that you left, I read them all. I am so appreciative of everything. So let's continue this on. Let's thumbs up that video if you really like it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think on what I said and how you feel about what Liv has said. And also what Ming is doing. Ming, you out there making videos now. She's a lyrical, if I'm saying that correctly. But I can understand why she mad, because Liv took it there. She went to a whole nother level and where she shouldn't have done. But we'll see how that all plays out. But until next time, y'all. Bye.